Tensions between India and Bangladesh have risen following the fall of Sheikh Hasina's democratically elected government. The arrest of Hindu priest Chinmoy Krishna in Bangladesh has now intensified concerns over the treatment of minorities in the country. India has raised concerns over the recent attacks on Hindus and other minority communities in Bangladesh, as well as the arrest of Das and his denial of bail. Several protests have also been held across India in response to the treatment of minorities in the neighboring country. The United States has called on Bangladesh to uphold fundamental freedoms, including religious and basic human rights. Addressing the media, Vedant Patel, deputy spokesperson for the U.S. State Department, said, "We are consistent with every government in which we have a relationship with. We are clear that there needs to be the respect of fundamental freedoms." A former commissioner of the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, USCIRF, and spiritual advisor to U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, Johnny Morey, also raised concerns about the treatment of minorities in Bangladesh. When asked about the West's silence on violence against religious minorities in Bangladesh, Morey said that when the Hindu community is persecuted, only a few people speak up about it. Ahead of the U.S. election 2024 results, Donald Trump strongly condemned violence against minorities in Bangladesh, saying it would have never happened on my watch. An urgent debate was held in the UK House of Commons this week over the escalating situation in Bangladesh. Members of Parliament expressed concerns about recent attacks on the Hindu minority and the religious crackdown on Hindu monks under the Muhammad Yunus-led interim government. Catherine West, the Foreign Office in charge of the Indo-Pacific, acknowledged India's concerns. Preeti Patel, Indian origin and Shadow Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs, described the events in Bangladesh as deeply concerning. Barry Gardiner, MP for Brent West, a constituency with a large British Hindu population, warned that the situation in Bangladesh is clearly on a knife edge. The Ministry of External Affairs, MIA, has expressed deep concern over the escalating violence against minorities in Bangladesh. In a statement, the MIA said, "This incident follows the multiple attacks on Hindus and other minorities by extremist elements in Bangladesh. There are several documented cases of arson and looting of minorities' homes and business establishments, as well as theft and vandalism and desecration of deities and temples." It also criticized the arrest of Hindu leader Chinmoy Das. Tensions rose further as thousands protested near the Bangladeshi consulate in Agartala, opposing Das' arrest and attacks on the Hindu community. According to reports, the protesters entered the mission's premises, damaged property, desecrated the Bangladeshi flag, and vandalized the flagpole. Bangladesh's Ministry of Foreign Affairs condemned the protest, alleging that the protesters breached the compound by breaking down the main gate and causing damage. India called the breach of the consular premises in Agartala deeply regrettable, with the MIA warning that diplomatic properties must not be targeted under any circumstances. It added that security has been increased at all Bangladeshi missions across India, including the High Commission in New Delhi. Notably, MIA spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal reiterated India's stance on the protection of minorities in Bangladesh last week. Former Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has demanded the immediate release of Das and called his arrest unjust. In an official statement shared by the Awami League, Hasina said, "A top leader of the Sanatan Dharma community has been unjustly arrested, he must be released immediately." Temples have been burned in Chittagong. In the past, mosques, shrines, churches, monasteries, and houses of the Ahmadiyya community have been attacked, vandalized, looted, and set on fire. Religious freedom and security of life and property of people of all communities must be ensured. Hasina also accused Muhammad Yunus, the head of Bangladesh's interim government, of mass killings in the country. India, which played a key role in Bangladesh's independence by sheltering 10 million refugees and fighting a 9-month war against Pakistan in 1971, has historically viewed Hasina as a trusted ally. Her father, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, was the founding leader of Bangladesh. Since Hasina's ousting, attacks on Hindus and other minorities in Bangladesh have reportedly increased, with many alleging targeted violence. However, Yunus has stated that the attacks are exaggerated. Bangladesh's population is predominantly Muslim, about 91%, with Hindus making up nearly all of the remaining 9%.